For thousands of years, humans have traded elaborate folklore about foods that supposedly boost vitality, from ancient Roman oysters to the allure of Aztec chocolate. These historical accounts often describe these foods as carrying a vital essence or a mystical heat, attributing their effects to some unseen, magical quality. While these stories were culturally significant, they lacked a concrete biological explanation, leaving the actual mechanism behind these claims entirely shrouded in mystery. For generations, scientists and laypeople alike could only speculate, unable to bridge the gap between anecdotal experience and the hard reality of human physiology. This fundamental mystery persisted until 1998, a landmark year that finally changed our understanding of how the body regulates its own internal blood flow. Nobel Trio's discovery stunned medicine. They mapped out a specific, elegant mechanism, the way our blood vessels communicate with the rest of the body to control their own diameter. The key to this process is a simple, gaseous molecule called nitric oxide, which acts as a literal, physiological switch inside your vascular system. When this switch is flipped, it sends a clear signal to the smooth muscles surrounding your blood vessels, telling them to relax and widen. This discovery was revolutionary because it proved that the body does not need a mysterious external substance to improve its own performance. Instead, the body is already equipped with the necessary machinery. It just requires the right raw materials to keep that nitric oxide switch functioning. This realization shifts the entire conversation away from exotic, unproven aphrodisiacs and toward the practical, daily habits that support our cardiovascular health. Many foods historically labeled as performance boosters have zero scientific backing, yet some unglamorous items have been proven to have a massive impact. Take beets, for example, or common leafy greens like spinach and arugula. These are not mystical, yet they are scientifically potent. These foods provide the essential chemical precursors that your body converts into nitric oxide, effectively feeding the very pathway that keeps vessels open. Unraveling blood's chemistry, not myths. It turns out that what we once called vitality is really just a matter of how efficiently your blood can move through your entire body. This isn't about one isolated part of the anatomy. It is about the systemic health of your heart, your arteries, and your overall circulation. When your vessels are relaxed and flexible, your body functions at its peak, proving that the best boost is simply supporting natural biological processes. We are now going to look at the 10 specific foods that research actually points to, separating the real science from the empty folklore. Most people treat this like an on-off switch, but that framing misses the point. It is really about maintaining a steady, healthy flow. If you have ever wondered why some foods are recommended over others, it comes down to their ability to provide these specific building blocks. We are moving beyond the magic pill mentality to understand the foundational role that diet plays in long-term vascular and physical performance. This is a journey into the produce aisle, where the most effective tools for your health are often the ones we overlook the most. As we explore these 10 items, keep in mind that none of them are magic bullets. They are simply tools for optimizing your natural chemistry. The goal is to clear the path for your body to do what it was already trying to do, rather than forcing it to perform. This approach is rooted in clinical evidence, not just tradition, giving you a clear roadmap for how to support your vascular system daily. We will examine how nitrates in vegetables, citrulline in fruits, and flavonols in dark chocolate all contribute to this same vital pathway. Each of these foods acts as a building block, ensuring your body has a constant supply of the raw materials needed for nitric oxide production. It is a fascinating look at how simple, everyday nutrition can have a profound impact on the most complex systems in your body. By the end of this, you will understand exactly why these foods work and how to incorporate them into your routine for maximum benefit. We are also going to address the common myths, like why some superfoods might be doing absolutely nothing for your actual blood flow. It is time to stop guessing and start looking at the data, which provides a much more compelling story than any ancient legend. This is about empowering yourself with knowledge, so you can make informed decisions about your health based on real, peer-reviewed science. So, let's dive into the list and see which foods are actually helping your body maintain that crucial, life-sustaining nitric oxide balance. We start with the most potent sources of nitrates, the humble vegetables that are arguably the most important items on your grocery list. These greens are the foundation, providing the steady stream of nutrients your arteries need to stay relaxed, flexible, and fully functional. It is a simple process, but one that is essential for everything from heart health to the specific vitality you are looking for. As we move through the list, you will see how different foods target the same pathway from different, complementary angles. Whether it is the amino acids in watermelon or the unique pigments in berries, each food plays a specific role in your health. This is not just about eating better, it is about eating with a purpose, knowing exactly how each bite affects your internal chemistry. We will also look at the lifestyle factors that can either help or hinder this process, like the surprising impact of oral hygiene. Yes, even the bacteria in your mouth play a role in this complex, beautiful system of converting food into biological signals. It is a reminder that our bodies are interconnected in ways we are only just beginning to fully appreciate and understand. By focusing on these 10 foods, you are not just changing your diet, you are optimizing your body's most fundamental communication system. The science is clear. When you feed your vessels the right materials, they respond by keeping your blood flowing exactly as it should. This is the real secret to vitality, one that has been hiding in plain sight in the produce section all along. So, let's get into the specifics, starting with the most effective research-backed foods that deserve a permanent spot in your kitchen. We will break down the chemistry of each so you know exactly why they work and how much you actually need to eat. Get ready to rethink everything you thought you knew about performance foods and discover the power of simple, natural nutrition. It is a journey from the myths of the past to the evidence-based reality of the present, and it starts with your next meal. We are going to look at the research, the studies, and the practical takeaways that you can start using starting today. This is not about quick fixes or overnight results. It is about building a foundation of health that lasts for years to come. Your blood vessels are the highways of your body, and these foods are the maintenance crew that keeps everything running smoothly. Let's look at the first group of foods, the nitrate-rich powerhouses that are the absolute stars of this vascular health story. Beets, spinach, and arugula are just the beginning of a list that will change the way you shop for groceries forever. Each one of these items has been carefully selected based on the latest clinical research into nitric oxide and vascular function. We are going to explore the nuances of each, ensuring you have all the information you need to make the best choices. Prepare to be surprised by how much control you actually have over your own physiology, simply by choosing the right foods. Let's start this deep dive into the science of blood flow and find out exactly what you should be putting on your plate. The path to better vascular health is built on consistent dietary habits, rather than seeking out quick, unsustainable performance fixes. Instead of chasing magic bullets, we need to focus on the biological reality of how our blood vessels actually function. Nitrates found in leafy greens like spinach and arugula act as the primary fuel for your body's nitric oxide production. Your body converts these nitrates step by step, essentially sending a chemical signal to your vessel walls to relax. It is an elegant process, but it is surprisingly delicate and can be easily disrupted by common daily habits we overlook. For instance, using antiseptic mouthwash can inadvertently kill the beneficial bacteria on your tongue that initiate this vital conversion. When you kill those bacteria, you break the chemical chain before it even starts, rendering those healthy greens less effective. Beyond nitrates, watermelon provides citrulline, an amino acid that your body transforms into arginine to build more nitric oxide. Even small, consistent portions of foods like pistachios have been shown to improve both blood flow and cholesterol markers. Then there are the flavonoids, the natural pigments packed into berries, which quietly outperform many expensive, hyped-up supplements. A decade-long study of thousands of men confirmed that these flavonoid-rich foods are linked to significantly lower rates of dysfunction. Dark chocolate also joins this family, as its specific flavonols are well documented for helping to keep your arteries relaxed. But these individual foods are just pieces of a much larger puzzle involving your entire cardiovascular system's long-term health. This is where a broader Mediterranean-style diet, rich in fatty fish, olive oil, and garlic, provides the essential foundation. In clinical trials, men who switched to this eating pattern showed real, measurable improvements in both erectile and vascular function. This dietary approach is less about a single trick and more about building the environment your arteries need to thrive. It is crucial to recognize that these foods are not magic bullets, but rather tools to clear obstacles for natural processes. None of these foods add anything new to your body. They simply provide the raw materials your system already requires. If vascular issues persist despite these dietary changes, it is vital to consult a doctor for a professional medical evaluation. Erectile difficulty can often serve as an early, silent warning sign of underlying cardiovascular disease that requires medical attention. The research is clear on this. These dietary habits do not replace medical treatment, but they work effectively alongside it. Ultimately, the best approach is to view these foods as support for your overall heart health and systemic well-being. By nourishing your body correctly, you ensure that your blood flows freely and efficiently throughout your entire cardiovascular system. So next time someone pitches a performance food, ask what it is actually doing to your arteries. That is the real question.